Screens up. And mouse.
Have an issue real quick. I had an issue this past week, the other day with my Facebook, man. I had to,
Where is it?
Facebook. I need to get to my Facebook. Let me see. Let me try. Okay. Hold on. Enter. Summon her doubly. Okay, I think we're back. We're live, right?
I'm trying to see. I don't see it right now.
We're not on Facebook.
Let me check. Let me just refresh it real quick.
We're not on Facebook. I gotta. I'm trying to. We're on YouTube, but we're not on Facebook. Okay, now we're live on Facebook.
All right.
Now we're live on Facebook.
Live time.
I think. Can you find us?
So that's not what happened here. Where is it?
Says we're live.
Oh, my bad. There we are.
There we are. We have 2 people. Please share this, everybody. We need you all to share this. What's up? We're gonna start this here in a minute. I just want to share this.
There we are. I found it. 9 people.
We need more people than this, please. Thank you. We need people.
Let's see. Share this.
If you guys are watching this, can you please share this? It would be greatly appreciated.
Is it possible to race RC cars for a living?
But someone's asking questions already. That's a great question.
It's definitely possible, but it's very difficult.
Extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. All right, so we're all shared up on Facebook. What's up, everybody? Please share this. Let's go right into our intro right here. What do you say, Wally? I think we need to, because we need a little bit of
Nitro is the glory.
Way to go.
Yeah, man.
Welcome to the No Name RC podcast with your host tonight, Keenan White, aka Lefty the Great, and if you are unlucky, the Finnish village idiot, JQ. This is the RC
Wally,
podcast with no name but plenty of content. So sit back, relax, and get ready for some serious bench racing.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Nitro is the glory, but E-Buggy pays the bills. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to episode number 95 of the No Name RC podcast. This is the NNRC Hotline, brought to you by Techno RC. Joining me tonight is my co-host and my friend. Joseph says we got a bromance going on. Wally, you and I.
Might be a long distance bromance.
Yeah, he's jealous. He's jealous. Nick Watlett of Wally Builds. I got it right tonight, even though you've been on a lot. Thank you, Wally, for coming in. How are you? What have you been up to?
Pretty good. Just enjoying that Orange County weather. It's been pretty nice.
How is the weather there in California?
It's been great, but we're supposed to go through a little bit of a heat, a little bit of a hotter forecast for the next 4 or 5 days.
Oh, so, really?
See how it goes. But I mean, that's going to be like high 80s. So, I mean, that's what it is here.
Yes. Awesome. What's up, NNRC Squad? Shout out to you guys. Everybody that's tuned in, please. We have 25 people at the moment. Keep sharing this. Let's get people going. Let's share this to your groups. Spam JB. He's at work. I want him to see this. What's up? Spam JB, Steve. I need to cheer him up. He needs to get back to racing. Shout out to the NNRC Squad. Without you guys, none of this is possible. Thank you for all of the support. Dropped episode 84 today with Zach Ryan from Australia. Appreciate a great chat with him. And Joseph and I also chatted about the Southern Nats, which were what we will be talking about tonight on this podcast with Wallie. Shout out to all of our patrons on Patreon that support us. Greatly appreciate you guys going the extra mile, showing the podcast some love. If you wish to be a patron, you can be one. You get early releases, or if you just want to help the channel out or help this podcast grow, get travel to races and stuff like that, you can be a patron as well. Every little bit helps. Thank you. I appreciate that. And of course, shout out to all of the awesome companies that choose to advertise with the No Name RC podcast. They are, of course, the main host of this part of the podcast, Tekno RC. Thank you, Techno. I greatly appreciate it. Great result for Techno at Southern Nats this week, but we'll chat about that in a minute. Shout out to Beach RC, Brent RC, Beach RC, Brent Danford, Lucas, and everybody there doing good things. We do have an affiliate link. If you guys can use that, it's greatly appreciated. I'm sure every little bit helps there. Shout out to RCMX Online, JQ Racing. Obviously, I work for JQ Racing. Papa Willie's Traction Tonic. We're going to give a couple bottles of Papa Willie's Traction Tonic away tonight as well. Thank you for that donation. Shout out to Wally, of course. Wally Builds is here in the house. He's not rocking his Wally Builds hat. He's got a nice JT Barron's hat on there. Some badass Barron's.
Change it up every once in a while.
Yes. JT Barron's are doing some good things. Tyler Brown and those guys, check them out. I'd like to get them on part of the, I think, hey, he's doing good. Like Barron's, Wings, lots of different stuff now.
You're doing a lot of cool things, actually.
Yeah. Cool. JQ Threads, Rob's Oil for all your Amazon needs. Wally, you need to check that out if you ever do your oil changes. I don't know if you do your full car oil changes, but you can get all your Rob's Oil, Amazon products ordered and delivered to your house by going to www.robsoil.com. Of course, Wally is a Manscaped brethren too, so he believes in manscaping and uses the Lawnmower 3.0 from manscaped.com.
Fresh and clean right now.
Yeah, I got a haircut a couple of days ago. I feel great. I got, it makes me feel young. I'm going to try to do it every 2 weeks. But yeah, get your Lawnmower 3.0 at www.manscaped.com. Use promo code TheNoName in all caps, and you will save 20% off your order. So check them out. Please, people, showing our sponsors some love shows the podcast some love. And if you're a company that wishes to advertise in this podcast, or a race or a track, hit us up. We have advertising tiers for everybody. So thank you. All right, Wally. So boom. Before we get into our Southern Nats talk, you had a great weekend out. Oh, you know what? I forgot to mention one more person as well. Just looking at my notes, and I would like to shout out. I always forget somebody, man. I'd like to shout out to my buddy Connor Ehlers of the Loof Cranes for supporting this podcast and helping us out. Sorry, it's kind of new to me, so I forget one or two, but thank you to Connor.
Not quite in the rhythm yet.
I know, it's just I forget. So while you was out at Santa Barbara, our favorite track in the world this weekend, I'm so jealous of you. You lucky bastard. You get to hang out in beautiful Santa Barbara at one of the best tracks. I know we say that every time, but yeah, you was up there doing some testing, doing some coaching, I want to say.
Yeah.
How was your weekend there?
The weather was perfect. The track was actually really fun. They made some changes since the last time that we were there, and did a couple laps myself, kind of did some things, just running with my buggy. And then actually decided to spend the last half of the day kind of coaching my newest employee, Caitlin. She's been trying to get a little faster with the whole nitro thing and just RC in general.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, we kind of went through some different ways to kind of do that. We've been using the headsets a lot to kind of coach and explain in like a live setting what to do, what not to do. So if you miss a corner there, why we missed the corner, and just kind of using the headsets as more of a learning tool rather than just for pit stops. So that definitely, I think, is a great way to start doing it. If anyone kind of has that kind of option, if they want to try that, that is a great way to learn how to drive. And then another thing we just went over like when to let off on jumps, when to hit the brakes, how to hit stuff at speed, and yeah, I mean, just all the basics to kind of start building a faster driver. And she ended up dropping from 38s and 39s second laps down to the 34s and the 35s. So she picked up a good amount of time just with a couple notes and little adjustments here and there, and basically making the track shorter for her, not taking the wide lines and making S's, but drawing straighter lines and rounding the corners a little bit more and just carrying more speed.
Was she running nitro or e-buggy?
She was running nitro.
Okay.
So she has her own nitro buggy. She's been running an RC8 B3.2 that I kind of take care of for her. So the car's super solid. She's getting used to it more, and I think the more that she gets wheel time with it, she'll be happier. She'll be faster.
All right. Did you learn anything new out there in Santa Barbara? Did you go out there for purpose to find anything out?
I mean, I went and tested out the new Proline body, the Access body. It's actually right behind me. It's all backwards. Sorry, but yeah, I like the body. The body was really good. It made the car feel a little bit more responsive. It didn't feel as flat. I think the body that we've had, the stock body that we pretty much run all the time, it works really well. It's super easy to drive, but it sometimes doesn't quite have that aggressiveness that you kind of want to go to help go faster. I think the Access body definitely helps that. It doesn't sacrifice too much of the rear grip, so it makes the car still pretty drivable.
Interesting. Funny you should say that, because Greg really, like, Joseph would say right now that's balderdash, right? He'll say that's not true. That doesn't the body doesn't make a difference, right? And then you heard Greg, he has these bodies he saved, like you can't even buy them anymore for his JQ car. He has them saved, and he has like 2 more, and they're all painted. It's like, I've had these bodies for like 5 years, and this is my last 2, and I can't get them some more. And these are the only bodies that work at Hot Rod, because this body gives the car so much steering in the slow corners. And I don't care what JQ says, these bodies make a difference. And now you say it, and people say it, like, and so these bodies have to make a difference. We can't be this naive. We can't be like this placebo. It has to make a difference. We're not imagining this, right?
I mean, you're always trying to figure out try and learn what makes the body different from the other ones. But from what I've seen, the more the body is more like laid back and rounded, the more neutral the body's gonna feel to work. Neutral to lazy. The more that it has sharp corners. Let's see. Right here. So like with the Access body, it's sharp corners. Like everything's sharp. There's a lot of cutouts, and there's a lot of like ways to move the air and kind of use it as downforce. Is this body just more round?
Right.
The cab's more lean back, and everything's just kind of swoopy, and there's not a lot of aggressive airflow. So, I mean, all that's got to do something. There's no, or they would all just be flat. And you could kind of see, you could definitely feel it. Like when the air, like when you put the car on the track and you just swap bodies, it goes from being aggressive to being super lazy, in my opinion. And that's what I noticed with this body.
Okay, so when you're testing this at Santa Barbara, how are you doing it? Are you going, like, how are you doing your testing? Are you testing it by tanks, by times, and going back to back between bodies, or how are you doing it?
There's a lot of things you could do. I mean, there's a lot of things you can look at. The times for sure are the biggest one, because that's gonna be, time doesn't lie. But the hard thing with time is that sometimes the track changes. Sometimes you're getting a dry track, sometimes you're getting a wet track. The biggest thing is just what feels more comfortable to me. Like when I'm driving and I'm like, okay, I can do this lap time with putting in 80%, or if I put this other body on, I can do that lap time, but I have to drive this car as hard as I possibly can. And I always try to find the same lap time with the least amount of effort. So that was the biggest thing. Basically, the way we tested it was stock body, 5 laps, Access body, 5 laps, and then right then, because you have the freshest feel, you just drove that other body. Now the only thing you've changed is this body. And within 5 laps, the track doesn't change too much. generally. So, and then you can just go back and forth. So you go 5, 5, 5, 5 until you're like, okay, I definitely know what I like in this body. I definitely know what I don't or do like in that body.
Sweet, that makes sense. It has to make a difference. I'm not following Joseph's theory that it's placebo. It has to. It has to. So yeah, good stuff.
And then wings are the same way.
It has to be. So you had a productive. So you went up there for Saturday and spent the day, or you went up for the entire weekend. How did it work?
No, we just went for the Saturday. We left here back down my house at like 8, and we're back by like 8 o'clock at night. So
okay, yeah, so a comfortable day. Day. Good stuff. What's up, Zachary Thompson? Clean Works. We're gonna give away some Clean Works tonight to her shortly.
I was talking to him actually today. Gonna have to get some of that stuff over here.
That's awesome. That's good to hear. Who else do we have? Her? Anthony Westergard. What's up, Factory Tracks? Westergard went to Southern.
He's in there.
Westergard. I don't know, man. Anthony, I think Joseph's gonna if you get to race now, I think you and Joseph are more equal, man. I don't know what's going on, man. He didn't
Are you saying JQ's gotten some speed now?
No, but I'm just looking. Maybe Westergard might have got a little bit slower.
Wow, I want
no, I'm not. It's no disrespect to him. I'm sorry, Anthony. It's not like that. It's just that this was an 18 car main, and I would expect to see his name there. So I'm sorry, Anthony. What's up, Dylan? Dylan says they need to be painted the same just so the visual is close. Okay. He must be talking about the bodies. Check out Dylan's got some science mode, super science mode blogs he's writing. And speaking of blogs, you can check out the Mr. Fancy Pants blogs that Zach Ryan wrote. It's on the NNRC website. I should have that up here, but I don't have the website on me right now. But it's in the written description of this podcast. So check that out. Benjamin James, first time listener. You know what, dude? Thank you for tuning in because you actually are significant to tonight's podcast, dude. Thank you for tuning in. I said first time listener. I love the show already. So he must know, like, I think I won something, which he did. He might have. He just might have.
Sure what's up? Kind of gave a secret out.
I know. I did. What's up, Quincy Aberdeen? How you doing, man? What's up, Abba? Over in Bermuda, TQ Hobbies. I see they got the track ready. Bermuda's different, and Bermuda races in the wintertime. We race in the wintertime in Bermuda and do not race in the summertime.
But it's way nicer to race in the wintertime.
Well, it's still shitty weather. It can rain and stuff like that, and it gets cold, wind chill and all that stuff. But it's just too incredibly hot in the summertime and in the wintertime because the track doesn't it has water now, but it's not like abundant. It's just the weather. It's just better. It's cooler. Everything. In summer, it's too hot in Bermuda. Too hot. So.
I would agree. I think that's a little bit too warm to race and a little too humid.
Yes, it's very humid. So shout out to everybody. We're gonna do a quiz tonight too, Wally. I don't know. I shared it. I don't know if we should do it if you know the answers, but you should know the answers.
Right. I was looking at some of the questions. I don't know if I do.
Oh, you don't? Well, maybe we'll do that.
I thought they were for somebody else, so I didn't bother looking up the answers.
Ooh. Oh. What's up, Chuck? How you doing, Chuck? The lines are not open yet. We're just doing a little intro here. A couple of little notes here. The LCRC race for cancer happened this week at LCRC. I saw that Toby Hampson was there and set up his live coverage. I didn't get to watch much of it because I was caught up watching Southernets, but I think all proceeds went to cancer for that. So that's a great race for a great cause.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
What happened? Did I miss something?
Just the bottom comment.
Oh, Ryan Reese, Cheyenne Strip Club time, Wally. Oh my gosh. I didn't even want to know. What type of strip clubs? What is the quality of strip clubs in Cheyenne? I don't know, but I wouldn't mind finding out.
If you had to give it a rating out of 10, 2.7.
Oh, that's raunchy.
Yeah.
Raunchy. Benjamin says, good. By the way, Wally, good run at OCRC. Followed the Surf City mains on YouTube. Yes, man. Ryan Reese. Oh my god.
Short course for sure. No, we'll leave that story. for another time.
That's a story that we don't talk about.
He gives it a 1.5. So
another thing that happened and I want to talk about is that the RCGP has a new website out. It's the same address, but they just read on the website, and it's rc-gp.com. And it looks really good. And they have listed their race dates for next year, if everything goes as planned, COVID wise and whatnot. But the race dates are rounds 1 and 2, USA, March 26th to 28th, rounds 3 and 4, Europe, April 30th to May 2nd, rounds 5 and 6, Europe, June 25th to 27th. Then there's a break, but there is a race, but I'll talk about that in a minute. Then there's rounds 7 and 8 in America, November 5th and 7th. And then there is a race on the 8th and to the 10th of October. It is the RC of Nations Europe race. So we did talk about this a bit on episode number 84 today, myself and Joseph. And you can go listen to get a little more in depth about that. But the RC of Nations race is basically going to be based something off or similar to the Motocross the Nations racing, where they have 3 people from each country to race. So I don't know exactly what's going to be the whole setup. I'm sure they'll reveal more, but sounds good. The rumors are as well. We did reveal the tracks, but I'll give a little rumors out. The first round for USA looks like it's probably going to be El Paso SCRC. So that's exciting because the Showers families has always supported. We got to race with them and had a good time there with them. We haven't been there since they've expanded the track. I know they've been busy working on their driver stand. They like what RCGP is doing, so they wanted to hold a race. And so I that's the rumor is, that's what Joseph said. Looks like it's going to be there. Then around maybe in Portugal at Yao Figueiredo's race. And then maybe to Austria for the third race or third and fourth. The Motocross the Nations race is maybe going to be in Spain at Redovan. And then the last, yes, that'd be great. And then the last race or rounds will be in at S&B on the East Coast here in South Carolina, where Wicked Weekend was. And it's going to be a cool touching run, but that's what I'm hearing. So that's good to see. And we'll obviously get more feedback and more information as things go on, as time goes on, and they put more information on the website. But you can go to rc-gp.com and get some more information. Check out the website. It's pretty good. Go to the IG page, their IG and Facebook page, and like and share. So yeah. Grace, what's up? What's up, Salty Joe? Bermuda had a little brush of a hurricane. He's in the house. And Ryan Reese is saying, are we going to those races, Wally? All of them.
I would love to.
All of them.
I would love to.
He wants to go to El Paso, Portugal, Austria, South Carolina. Get your passport, dude. Get your passport.
I've got that thing. That thing's ready to go.
That's awesome. Benjamin says, RC of Nations, interesting. Lots of good races to consider as for RCGP. I'd be shocked if Thornhill doesn't get an opportunity. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen there. Maybe in the future as time goes on. What's Ryan saying? Sup, lettuce? Consider it done. Man, Ryan,
Ryan's on it. He just loves to race RC cars. And pretty much every time I've hung out with Ryan, it's been a good time. So
I'm surprised he didn't go to Southern Nats.
Yeah, I was kind of. What's up with that, Ryan? Why no Southern Nats?
He's not answering.
It takes him a little bit.
All right. So I think we should probably
Go for a freshie.
And they're saying they've added e-buggy to the series. I didn't even know that. That's what somebody said. I'm not even paying attention, so I gotta check that out. Someone just said, "Glad." Marquise Butler says, "Glad they have e-buggy to the series." So I gotta check that out. I didn't even know that. See,
I didn't even know. Yeah.
Attention.
Oh, I had to take care of the lady. It's boat season. That's the deal.
All right. You know what, guys? We're gonna go into the hotline, and because we're gonna talk about the Southern Nationals. So, you know,
508s for the win.
508s. What's that?
That's what Ryan and I call 805s.
Oh, beer time.
Need to get a bottle opener in this thing.
And I'll show you how to open that up with a $100 bill. All right, it is time for the Tekno RC. The Tekno RC NNRC Hotline.
Tekno RC. Tekno RC. Tekno RC is a premium manufacturer specializing in 8th and 10th scale high-performance off-road RC buggies and trucks. Visit www.teknorc.com for a complete catalog of their products. Tekno RC. Excellence in engineering. Hashtag Techno Takeover.
Yes, thank you to Tekno RC for bringing us the Tekno RC NNRC Hotline. This is where we want to take your phone calls. We may not get phone calls, but we also take your questions on Facebook. Or Colby says, "I'm calling." I hope he does call. He was at Southern Nats. And thank you, David. What's up, David Isherwood? He says, good job you painted the car wall. LEDs would look rubbish otherwise. Oh, thank you, David. I'll take that compliment. You can give us a call, 1-424-414-6672. We are tonight we are talking about Colby. Give us a chance. Give us a chance. The number I will pull up here on the banner here in a minute. But tonight we're going to talk about Southern Nats. I asked Wally to have a watch of this race. I followed this race. I was super excited for this race, maybe because I thought this was a great race to go to. Previously, I've been, not when Race Time had it, but I went when the other people had it. But it looks like not too much change. There were a few more entries. Look, I know that's Colby calling right away. I can see it. He's going to have to wait for a few minutes. He's going to have to wait. But we got to watch it, and I got to watch it, and I liked it. And I just wanted to talk about it. I did talk about it on the podcast today, but I just wanted to talk about it. If you guys get your opinion, what you thought, and that's what we want to talk about tonight. So, first, Wally, you got to watch it. I heard you was planning to go to this race, but we figured out you're not going to any races right now. What did you think of let's talk about the track. The track, I already said my opinion of the track. I gave it 4 out of 5 NNRC mics today with Joseph, and I'm going to stay by that. And my reason is I like it. I thought it's a great track. It was big. It was just big enough. It got a little rough. I don't like the crossover. Even though it was cool and nobody got hurt, I'm not a crossover fan, but it was a good crossover. But that takes it from 5 mics. So that's my opinion of that track. So what did you think about the track?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. The rhythm looked really fun. It looked kind of technical, and definitely seemed like everyone started going double towards the end. I remember I was watching, like, I think early laps there. Someone was double, triple singling, and I don't know if a track just got too rough to where you couldn't do that anymore, or if it just the double was just too safe. But yeah, I thought the track looked pretty fun. It looked cool. The jumps are massive. I don't mind crossovers. The track at Channel Islands right now has crossover, and that was honestly one of the more fun parts of the track. So I like crossovers if they're done right. They can be done wrong, which that makes a big problem. But I think this one was done pretty well. The berms look pretty good. The straightaway was even tricky on this track. Coming on the straightaway, I don't know how many times I saw the top guys go upside down. Mayfield had a pretty good line. I don't know if his car was just set up a little bit better than the rest, or if he just had a really good line. But he seemed to handle it the best. That's I think ultimately why he had the gap that he did, because everybody else I watched flipped off the track and lost quite a bit of time there. So I mean I gave the track a 4.2.
I saw that. So you filled in the notes. We filled in the notes. I'm happy about that. We did some notes for this podcast, and Wally filled them in. Thank you. Yeah, 4.25. I could do that. What say if that crossover, like it was kind of jumping up. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was jumping across, yes, but like up onto a different level. So it wasn't a big jump. It did not look like it took a lot of I mean, yes, people got it wrong, but it did not look like it took a lot of
skill and power and
yes, but
everything.
Man, for me, I would have been nervous. I would have been nervous right off the bat. But kudos to the guys who built the track. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I really like the 6-pack, and not too crazy stupid jumps, but and it got rough, and it got rough right on that where you come in onto that straightaway, and that was a game changer for a lot of people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I remember listening to Jimmy going, I don't know why everyone's taking the inside line when the outside line is flat. I mean, you might lose a little bit, but you're not going to crash. He kept saying that, like, I think he said like 5 or 6 times throughout the main event.
Yeah, it was rough for truggies, and then buggies were doing it, and it was really that little section was make or break, man. Yeah. You could gain speed and lose speed. Oh, it's pretty cool. I like that. I like that a lot. All right, quality of competition. And what I mean by that is I thought that in the pro class, which is what I focused on mostly, the quality of the competition was really stacked. The only people I would say were missing were like Tessman, maybe like fast kids like the Champlins who probably might have done good at this race.
Tessmans, Champlins,
like maybe like the Alex K's, the Billy Eastons, all those type of, there would have been a lot more like competition for, I believe, if this would have been 18 cars, it won't, but it would have been some different people in the main. So that's just what I think. So, excuse me. Quality of competition, as close as you're gonna come for a while to a nationals, I would say.
Yeah, I would say like pretty close to a national, just missing some of the few names like we talked about before.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think overall, like most of the people that you would normally see in the main were there, and there were a couple of new faces that are kind of going up. I remember seeing Lee Sester, and haven't really seen him too much in the Nitro mains at these larger events, so that was cool to see him make the main, even though I don't think it went too well for him. But yeah, I mean, I think, and also something that was different was 18 cars in the main. That's pretty big. I mean, I think the biggest I've seen before was 15.
They had to do that. I don't like that track. Luckily, could hold that.
Yeah,
so it's big, but they had to do that because this race has to be capped because it's on a curfew. And they have to be out of there by a certain time, or they get charged by fined by the hour. It's like $1,000 an hour. So
all right,
they fleeted on fleeted. We'll talk about that in format. But yeah, quality of the competition was excellent, man. Any of these guys, like that was an A main. If that was, I think it's 15 cars in an A main at a nationals.
Mm-hmm.
I would just add maybe Tessman, maybe Brock Champlin, maybe 1 or 2 other people to that 15 car field for this to be. Yeah, that's a stacked USA national right there for me. Oh, $100 an hour. Okay, Colby, $100 an hour. I thought it was 1,000. That's what that was. That's what I was told.
It's not as bad as 1,000.
Okay, I was like, wow, that'd be a lot of money to be charged. But JB's in the house. Mike Anderson says, remember that crossover at AMS 2 years ago? Yes, I do. That was so dangerous. Oh my gosh. Oh,
that was the really massive jumps.
Yeah,
it was a few lanes, but like the jumps were ridiculous.
Yeah, it was a crossover to a big quad, and oh man, it was just It was fun on your own, but when they had 17 car mains and that track was small. So yeah, but it was fun. It was fun.
Oh boy.
I quality of competition, I give 4.75 mics.
And I believe on
Congratulations.
4.5.
Yeah, I think it was great. I enjoyed that part of it. I was a little bit upset. I would have liked a more of a chase to catch the front runner, but I think it just didn't. It was not possible. Cool. Format, structure of race. I wanted to give this 3 something. I gave it 2.9. I want to say why. This race, I probably wrong. Kobe can probably let me know, or some of the other guys that used to go to this race, because this is a pretty prestigious race in the southeast. This south of America. Like a lot of people from Louisiana, Florida, Texas, all these areas come to this race. It's capped. It's in fucking one of the best places you ever want to go to a race in. I love it. The guy who builds the track, Ross Pingree or something like that, builds 1 track a year. He does this. It's badass. He did it again this year. Oh, what's this? JB's in the house. Oh Lord.
Yes, he is.
We're in trouble now. But I still think this race. All right, so this is only 450 entries. It's a lot less than what race times used to. They used to have a big entries. I thought this race could have had less entries. I could have seen this race as being a perfect example of being a 350 entry race where people pay $100 per entry, and everybody makes money and you get more runtime. But was 100 entries more, people still got out of there a decent time. It ran great. People got extra practice on the Friday after they did seeding. They had time to do I think they had like let the track open for like 2 hours, maybe 3 hours for people to open practice after seeding, which was good. So I like that. I think that was good. I still would like to see less entries, maybe. And but hey, we need entries to make money. I get that. But I think this was a good example of a race that had less entries and was still good, really good. So I give 2.9, probably should be 3.5 or something like that or more, but that's what I feel. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think they ran a great race, but I agree. I mean, I think it could be a little smaller of an entry list because I feel like it's a little more controlled. I think everybody has a little bit more relaxed and more fun. But I mean, I was there, so I can't say that it wasn't fun. So I mean, those races I've heard people come back from, and I don't know, but I'm not saying this is the one that they've done that, but they come back and like, yeah, I mean, I've went to bed at 7 a.m. and I got back to the track at 9. Like that's not like, for me, that's not fun anymore. I'm not really a fan of that. So I mean, if you can get out of the track by like 8, you go get dinner with your friends each night, and then you head back to the track at like between 6:30, 7 a.m. I think that's like the perfect schedule. You get 12 hours of racing each day. You get to hang out with your buddies, and you're not in a rush all the time. I mean, the Silver State and DNC schedules, I think, have the best current set like format for racing, just because they split up the classes. So Thursday would be qualifying for Nitro Buggy, and then the Nitro Buggy classes, and then Friday is qualifying for your Truggy classes and your E-Buggy classes. And just having that break makes things so much easier, because on the Nitro day, more than likely, if you're running Pro Nitro Buggy or just one Nitro Buggy class, you have one car to worry about all day. Friday, you switch over, you run, I mean, some people run Truggy and Buggy. For me, I run either or, so I run 2 classes a weekend. So it's just another 1 car day. You focus 100% on that, and then the same thing for the main. Saturday is Buggy, or I might have this backwards. I think it's Thursday Truggy, Friday Buggy, and then but you have basically 1 car a day to work on, and you don't have to really be flying around the place trying to figure out what's going on. You can really just focus in on what you're racing for that day, and I think the results come out a little bit better that way too.
Sweet.
So I ended up giving it a 3.2. I think there's a little bit of. I think all races in general have a little bit to improve on.
I
So.
think Eddie says I'm down for 250 entries at 100 per entry. I think it would have to be more money than $100 to make that viable for Dave. I think you would. I'm down for at 250 entries. I think for Neo, you paid 175 pounds at one. I think an entry, and that was almost $280 for an entry.
Nope,
I think.
over here. So Neo used to be 240 entries or something like that, and a $300 entry fee.
Right. So that's what he went. He's been a couple of times. That's my boy Jean. He's been a few times. He would know. Whoever's calling, don't go away. You are the only person that's calling us, so you are gonna get the quiz today. So just give us some time because you have waited all this time. Don't hang up. And whoever else does calls after that, they might win something. They ain't calling. Good stuff. Yeah, good stuff. You gave that a 3.2, Wally. Yep. Good. Okay. Wait, 3.2 NNRC mics. I like this. And I like how you. Yeah, this is good. 4 podium. Ryan Mayfield, completely dominant. He just did him in Truggy because not quite sure what happened to him. I've heard rumors that he flamed out after pit stop. I'm not sure, but yeah, he just was battling in Truggy and with Dakota fan, and that happened, and that Dakota fan just ended up going away with it. But yeah, he dominated qualifying, won 2 out of 3 podiums, top steps on the podium. Dominated this race, I would say. He had a little bit of trouble at first, and
pretty much on it, but
yeah. I thought Fenn would mount more of a charge. He faded away. He fended himself. Fucking Fenn. Come on, man. I bet it. I always bet on you, man.
Oh boy.
I know, man. Jesus. And no Drew's thing. I don't know if I'm gonna have Drew saying that tonight. Jared Tebow, I would have Wally, I would have put Jared Tebow winning this race. Honestly, the form that he's been in, this race gets rough. It's big. I thought Tebow done well. Congratulations. He got a good second. I think he kind of figured out I can't mount a charge against Mayfield. I'll take second.
Yeah, I think that was pretty much how it kind of ended. He was, by the time he kind of cleared everybody, like I was talking to you earlier about the coming out of the straightaway. I mean, it ate a lot of people, and everyone. I feel like the whole field lost a lot of time. I think Mayfield only had one mistake through the whole main, and I mean, I saw Lutz go tumbling through there. Dakota went tumbling through there. Like everyone kind of went tumbling through there, and I think that's what set the gap. And then at that point, Mayfield just managed it. But I mean, once Tebow was going pretty good at the end, but when you're already that far back, and time's not on your side, I mean, you can only do so much. So it's almost like you want at that point, you just kind of hold on to second and make sure you don't make any more mistakes to fall back.
Yeah, that's
third, maybe third.
Yeah, I would do that. I give that to Jared. He had to battle for that second. He had to fight Dakota for that second, and then Dakota fell back, and he started battling with. Are you there? Hello.
Yep, I'm here.
Okay, yeah, and Dakota started battling with like Ryan Lutz and Cole Ogden and Seth Van Dalen at sometimes, and that's when he kind of lost. Like that's when Jared settled into second, and these guys had a pretty good pretty good battle. Fend and Lutz were very close, and Cole wasn't too far off. But man, Fend, I already mentioned, I think he should be winning these races. He needs to fulfill the prophecy and win a nitro race. For fuck's sakes, Fend.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for that one.
Come on, dude. Let's do this shit. Like I have been betting on you since last year, and you have not yet fulfilled the prophecy, like of you being the chosen one. How am I supposed to still be so confident in you?
You gotta do the Vegas bet. You bet the same number over and over and over again, and as soon as you don't bet on it, it hits.
Blind faith betting on Fenn to win these races, man. Jeez, I just wanted to win Nitro Buggy. Just Nitro Buggy. Why do I
cool.
have Jamaican colors on there? What are you talking about? Oh, that's my colors from my logo now, JB. Red, gold, and green. That's the color of my bodies. Always got red, gold, and green on them. Red, yellow, and green. All right. So Ryan Lutz, great result for him. Needed it. Needed this good result. He needed a top 3, a good top 5. I didn't think he could win this race, but a great finish for him. Disappoint because he's coming off 2 big disappointments. Like, honestly, I'm not going to shy away from this. Disappointment at Montpellier, he didn't make the semis. Disappointment at DNC, he did not make the A final in Nitro Buggy. Didn't go to PNB, we know why. He's been doing some local racing around in his area, and he's done pretty good. 4th, I'll give A. Well done, Ryan Lutz. Great comeback. It's good to see you there. Awesome job. So happy for Ryan Lutz. He's back. What's going on? What am I missing here?
I got Shut Up, Wally. Jose Alvarado.
What's up, Jose Alvarado?
Oh man. That's older me. That's what his nickname is. Older me.
Oh my god.
That's my future right there, unfortunately.
Oh my gosh. And then rounding that out, Cole Ogden, HB's Cole Ogden. He's always fast at this race. I think that's a good result for him. I think he could still do better, but I mean, look, we had a podium with 1 Mugen, 1 Techno, 1 TLR, 1 Agama, and 1 HB. That's pretty impressive. 5 different car brands.
In the top 5.
And
I think it was even deeper than that. I think everyone like in the top. I think he's at the top 8 at one point. We're all different cars.
Yeah, 5 different regions of RC too, I would say. So impressive. I enjoyed that. I would have liked to see more of a battle with Ryan Mayfield, but yeah, good stuff. And even like I have to say this, Mugen was the most dominant car. They in Nitro Buggy they won 40 plus. This race, Pro Nitro Buggy, Intermediate Nitro Buggy with Spencer Klein, and Sportsman Nitro Buggy with young SoCal kid, Jake Despain. He went out there. It was good to see more California guys at this race. Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah, as one person says, right? See, every podium had different cars. Yeah, it's good to see.
Yeah, I wonder why I haven't seen CJ much around.
Yeah, CJ hasn't been racing. I don't know what's going on.
I know he's been doing stuff up north, kind of locally, but I haven't seen him really traveling anywhere.
But he didn't do JBRL. I don't think the other day, did he?
I think he did.
Did he? All right, we have to check that out.
Maybe I'll have to look into that.
All right.
Oh, Ricky.
Can
Nitro Buggies run Pump 91?
Dude, we have 4 calls. We have to take some calls here. Oh man. We have a few calls here. Let's take this dude who's been waiting for 18 minutes. Hold on. Hello, who am I talking with? This is the NNRC Hotline. Who's this?
Yo, Lefty. Hey, buddy. This is your man, Jimmy Strachko. I'm calling from Maryland, right outside of Washington, D.C. How y'all doing?
What's up, man? How are you doing, Jimmy?
How's it going?
Oh, man. It's late here, buddy. Long day, and I'm tired, but I had to tune in and listen to you guys, and I said, what the heck, let me call in, and here we are.
Yeah, man. It's what, 9:20 already. I've been talking for about an hour. What's going on?
I jumped in to hear you talking about Southern Nats, and I was fortunate enough to attend this year. I do plenty of race time events and tons of regional stuff, and I've been wanting to attend that event. I've been wanting to attend that event for years, man. And it seems like, it usually has a smaller cap and it fills up so fast. And I don't know, somehow I got lucky enough toward even close to the actual race, and still was able to sign up. And it was my birthday weekend, and I'll tell you, bro, it was an awesome way to spend my weekend. It was What a killer race!
You
man. It
sound
was
like you're
so
still
awesome.
recovering from it now.
Man, I am, dude. Look, and we drove, right? Normally I'd fly, but you know, I went with a buddy, and it was you know, he's got a nice little race trailer. He was gung ho about driving it, and it was like his first big race. So I was like, "What the heck? I'll go with you." And it was a 17-hour drive, and plus with the stops, you know, to use the bathroom, get gas, some food. I mean, we're talking. I mean, you know, drove to the night, no sleep type of stuff. It was one of those typical race. It was like, you know, your typical PNB, just multiple days of no sleep and lots of racing. And, you know, you can't wait to get there, but when it's done, you kind of can't wait to get home, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
know that.
where did you guys stay? Did you guys stay in the hotels directly across from the building?
Man, you know, I wanted to, Bo, and that's where like most of the you know, the big names and a lot of the other attendees stayed, and they were bigger name hotels like a Hilton Inn and so forth, so more expensive. But again, like I said, I had jumped in and signed up literally like I want to say like 2 to 3 weeks tops before the actual race. So most of the stuff was filled up. So we ended up with a Red Roof Inn. Like
I stayed at that same shitty Red Roof Inn.
Oh, Red Roofs.
I've stayed.
Yes, dude.
I stayed at that same shitty Red Roof
It was
Inn.
shitty.
I stayed there.
It was, but look, you know, what do you expect for $60 a night? Plus, it was in the middle of nowhere. In
Oh, I know.
Louisiana.
Definitely can't expect much from that for sure.
But, you know, all we had to do was take a quick shower, sleep, and it was just we were at the track the whole time, you know.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's good.
By the way, Wally, what's up, homie? Big fan of your stuff, brother.
Thanks, buddy. How's it going?
Oh, good. Like he said, I'm still recovering, but you know, it was an awesome weekend, man. I didn't, you know, now I ain't no pro. I didn't run pro, but it was awesome to see those guys, watch them, and then to race on the same stage that they did. And boy, did that track get rough. I was like one of the last mains of the day Sunday, and there was a few sections where it had potholes the size of the damn car.
That front straight looked gnarly.
Yeah,
that front straight looked really gnarly. One
Yeah,
second.
front
Hey,
straight
Kobe,
crazy.
don't hang up. You're going to be next, Kobe. Don't go anywhere.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that was probably the worst spot. That, and then just a little bit before, there was a bowl turn, and there were some pretty nasty holes there too. But yeah, that straightaway was gnarly, man. You had to, I mean, you had to experiment with some different lines. But no matter what, like it just, yeah, you had to go real easy.
Hey,
Yeah.
so Jimmy, anything stand out to you? Anything that was memorable to you about this race? That you hadn't seen before that you're gonna remember about this?
Well, definitely, you know, like I've always watched it years past, even though, you know, now it's race time entertainment, they still adapted that always known style of that track having some kind of awesome like elevation type feature, and it did always have a reputation to get rough, but I don't know. Some people were telling me this year was worse than previous, but it had that elevation. So I think that's always been a huge feature to this track is you know, the elevation changes, and it definitely had it. Bobby Moore killed it with the layout, man. So big ups to him.
Sweet. Hey, well, you know what, dude? We do have some more people on the call, and you know what? Because you waited on this for so long, right? You're gonna get to win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna ask you an easy question, right? For this quiz, and you're gonna win yourself a little prize here in a second. So it's gonna be real quick. Let me bring up my questions here.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
This is gonna be easy.
I hope.
Jimmy, what is the name of the facility where the Southern Nats is held?
Oh, the Ike Hamilton Expo Center, brother.
Sweet. I was like, if you didn't get this, dude, I was gonna be like, no way, you couldn't get this. But thank you. You will get. You know what you get? Shout out to my boy Zach Thompson. He donated some bottles of Clean Works, and you get a bottle of Clean Works. So after this, get in contact with me. I'll get in contact with Zach. Check out Zach on Facebook, Instagram. Clean works his Clean Freak degreaser. You got a bottle of that to work on your RC stuff. So thank you for being on the line for so long, and thank you. I'm glad you had a good time at the Southern Nats, and thank you for your call and your support of the podcast, man. I appreciate it.
Always keep doing what you guys are doing. I appreciate it, Lefty. And yeah, I'll shoot you a message tomorrow or something, and we'll figure out how to get that degreaser, man.
Sweet, thank you. Bye bye.
Sounds good.
All right, take care, guys. Thank you. Bye.
Cool.
All right, you too. Bye.
Now, is this Kobe? If this isn't Kobe, I don't know. Let's see. Hello, this is the NNRC.
Is it Colby? Yo, it's Colby.
Okay, so
what's up?
Kobe? How are you? You was at Southern Nats too. You went as a racer this time. You didn't work the race this time, did you? You just went there strictly to race, didn't you?
Actually, no. I was there. I didn't get to do the normal build and tear down. Well, actually, I did do tear down, but
Okay.
I was there for the race to basically fix pipe and do everything during the race. So, yeah, I was there to work. So,
all right,
I was there
okay.
to work and help Dave.
Well, I saw that you went up there. Drew's making off. Drew, I'm gonna have you on in a minute. We gotta have some rules with you, though, Drew. We gotta have some rules. We have limitations with you.
Time limits.
I have a story. I got a story to tell about Drew, and I talked to him in a minute. All right, Kobe. So you went this. Look, man, I think you guys did an awesome job on the track. Number one, right? It looked awesome. I really enjoyed the build video that Jacob done as well. The build vlogs, 2 of them. Thought that was great.
Yep.
I would love to have fucking better coverage, but I know it's not possible. It's one camera. I thought it was good enough.
They had a good shot on the backside of the track.
Right. It is a long line, Sean. So it is a long line. So I got pissed off because you know why? Like just before the finals for the Nitro Buggy finals, it's like what Live RC does all the time. It just went on. And I know it wasn't Live RC. I know it wasn't that. And I was just like, this always happens.
Yeah, so it's actually the streaming company that's used for the race, not exactly the actual, like it wasn't anybody there that did anything. It was just because Jacob was the same way. He even was like, Jimmy, hold on a second. Like the feed went down. I don't know why. I'm trying to get it back up.
Okay.
So it was definitely the streaming company. And then to touch on the camera angle, the exhaust fans in that place are so strong that it actually created a windstorm coming from right through my pit area, right at I was right in front of the front double after the straightaway. So if we would have put a camera anywhere down there, it would have gotten blown over 1,000 times during the weekend. So,
hey, quick question.
Everybody that watched me, yes.
Sorry to interrupt you. Jacob did some
you're good.
turn marshal cams throughout the race too. Did he have cameras on turn marshals randomly, or was he going around to each turn marshal spot and just doing video from there? Because he was doing it live. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yes. So he could do that from his phone. And so he would just go out on the track and stand in the way.
All right.
And he would put the phone on the track, basically. I mean, he's gotten so good at being on the track taking photos anyway that he's like a ninja. I mean, like a couple of years ago, I got hit in the back of the head, but we won't talk about that.
Yeah, I thought that's pretty cool.
But yeah.
On the down low right there.
All right, man. Anything you wanted to say special about Southern Nats before we because we got a couple of people that want to call in, so share your experience.
No, my biggest thing, you know, there was a lot of speculation on race time taking over Southern Nats, and the whole time basically Dave was like, it's not going to be any different. We're going to bring our podium, our people. We wanted Ross to build the track with Bobby, so Bobby knew what Ross's ways were. So that way we could continue that in the future. So that was the biggest thing. I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that Southern Nats is Southern Nats, and P&B is P&B. So P&B is Dave's baby. You know, it's not for everybody. Not everybody likes getting up at 7 a.m. or 3 a.m. like me running in the D main, and you know, but it's never going to be like that. And I'm glad that you touched on the lower entry count with a higher pay, because that may end up being something that he looks at in the future, so that we're not so rushed and worried about the curfew. So yeah, that's basically all I got.
Yeah, I think that's
Thanks.
a good idea.
Blast, man.
Well, thank you, Kobe.
It was an absolute blast.
Hey, I see you're building a no prep car too, right?
Kind of. It's kind of more like if you can't beat them, join them. I've been hating on it. So we'll see.
Sweet. Cool, man. Well, thank you for what you do when you go to these races too, man. It's greatly appreciated. You work your ass off. The whole team at Race Time, they work their butts off. They're like, they're a well-oiled machine, and they know what they have to do. So thanks for calling in as well, bud, and support of the podcast. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Good talking to you guys. We'll see you later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Sounds good, buddy.
Oh, man. We have one more call. Tiny, you are next after this one, Tiny. I see you. I have to take this call first. And good evening. Welcome to the No Name RC podcast, NNRC Hotline. Who am I talking with?
Hi, Lefty. Hi, Wally. It's Katie Carmendi.
Katie.
How's it going?
It's great you're here, Katie, because we have to talk about your race.
I know. When you guys were looking for callers at first, I was like, well, maybe I could call in and talk about it. I didn't go to the Southern Nats because the Tsoc series was having their last race, which is a really big series in the Southeast. And I was very, very, very close to making the top 6 in both Nitro Buggy and E-Buggy. And the top 6 are going to a crossover event with the SOS series. So I couldn't miss out on that race, but I'm, obviously super bummed that I missed the Southern Nats. I haven't been to the Southern Nats yet, so it's definitely a bucket list race. But yeah, I did not go to the Southern Nats.
Sweet. You should go, though, one day. How did you make out at the TSOC race?
I didn't do too bad. I finished 8th overall in both classes, so I didn't make it into the top 6, but I ran pretty well. In E-Buggy, I finished 3rd in my semifinal, and I started 5th in the final, so I did pretty good in E-Buggy. And Nitro Buggy, I missed the semifinal by 1, but I did show up with a brand new buggy. My buggy was getting to be about 2 years old, and I said I was going to build a new one for the Fuel Nats, but the Fuel Nats never happened, so I just kind of never got around to it. So I'm definitely still working out some kinks with having a brand new car, but, it was good.
Sweet. Yeah. Sweet. I like that race. I like that series. They do IFMAR style racing. And it's one class in Nitro Buggy, no other classes. Yep. And they do it all in one day. Like yeah, they do it all in one day, and it's a good series, and it's run by Brandon Melton, and I always talk about it. So good stuff. But Katie, you have your race like a girl race coming up at Red Brush, which is a new track in your area, North Carolina. I don't know. It's not too far away from Charlotte, right? I think.
Yes, it's not too far away from Charlotte. That is why I was calling. So,
no, I know. I had it in the back of my mind to plug it. Don't forget. I didn't forget.
No, it's all good. I just figured I'd throw it in there since you were looking for callers. But
no
Red Brush RC is a new track. And that's where the Tsoc series race was this past weekend. Okay. And it was crazy. Like, the pictures in the videos do not do it justice. When you say elevation, especially for a track that's not like a big, arena track, it has some crazy elevation for not being at an arena, and the track is huge.
Okay. I haven't really seen I've seen one video of it. I need to see some more. I know it's that really, really red clay.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It looked pretty good. I have to see some video from the your race this past weekend, so hopefully I get to see that. And
it is crazy to marshal on. Anywhere that you try to marshal on the track, you are either climbing up a hill or going, like, running to try to get a car straight down the hill. Like, it is literally built on the side of a mountain.
This track just appeared out of nowhere too. It just appeared out of nowhere. I just saw one day Will McIver was there racing, and I was like, well, I'd never even heard about this track. And then I see it's going to have some races, and that's good. So let's talk about your race. Race Like a Girl, your podcast. You're having a mentor class, which caught my eye, which I thought was pretty cool. And it's basically like a local pro that will mentor a novice or young, or not even like just a new racer for a day, and help them out for that day and help them with their race, correct?
Yeah, so Travis Holt, the owner of Red Brush RC, reached out to me, and, you know, because he's just getting started, he asked if I would help him promote an event. And so he kind of gave me like free reign to create whatever kind of event I wanted to. And I don't know, it just kind of had the idea of like, how can we give back to RC and get more novice incorporated into the races? Because it's too easy, especially at a club race, to just, you know, go crazy wrenching on your car all day and, you know, just forget about how do we keep this hobby going and keep people into the hobby. So I had the idea of pairing our local pros with the novice racers to try to entice more novice racers to come out. We by no means, you know, are the Ryan Mayfields, Ryan Lutz of the hobby, but are the local pros, the guys who race locally in the pro class. So we have guys like Will McIver, Derek Harris, DJ Heffler, Brandon Mountain's going to be there. So we have a very, very healthy bit of pro guys who have volunteered to help the novice. So when the novice come that day, they'll get a free Future Stars of RC t-shirt. And then we have special times set in the practice schedule for the pros to be able to practice with just the novice. So nobody will be on the track with the novice. But I purposely built that time into the schedule because, especially if you are trying to race yourself, you like want that time to get your own practice in and for you to figure out the track. And like I was saying earlier, it's easy to forget that someone may be struggling and need help. So I intentionally built time where just the novice are on the track and the pro drivers are going to go up on the driver's stand and kind of just driver coach them, or some of the pros could be out marshalling for them. So they'll get their own 20 minutes of track time, and then they'll just help them throughout the day. So they'll watch, you know, every one of their novice races. If their car breaks, they'll be there to fix it, give them any pointers, any tips after each of the races. And then in turn, it gives the novice, you know, kind of someone to cheer for when they watch all these pros in the pro class, because we definitely have a good bit of pros coming to the event. We actually put $100 cash prize up for Pro Nitro Buggy and Pro E-Buggy as kind of like a thank you to the pros for helping us out.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's really cool.
I was listening. I had my camera stopped and it stopped again.
Yeah, he's out again.
So I'll be right back. But yeah, that's a pretty cool concept. Give me a second. Continue talking. I have to fix my camera.
I think one of the cool things they could also, like, maybe if someone has the headsets, like I'm like, after using them a couple times, I really like using them to kind of explain things. So I mean, if anyone has that idea, that's a really good idea to use the headsets to kind of help the newer people get into it, because you can kind of give them a lifetime advice. So maybe they missed a corner on this lap. You can tell them while they're still circulating, and then the next lap they can come around and try it again in a different way. So I mean, if that's an option that you guys can have, I mean, I think it's one of the greatest ways to learn pretty quick.
I love that idea, and I actually never thought about that, but a lot of the pro drivers, I'm sure, do have the headsets. I know I do. Logan Cowick does. He'll be there. There's a ton. Brandon Mountain for sure does. There's a ton of drivers who will be there who do have the headset. So that's a great idea. I've seen people doing that before, even in e-buggy, especially if someone is trying to coach them. So yeah, thanks. That's a really cool idea.
Yeah, I've been using that with the girl that Caitlin that I've been working with, and she's been making really big leaps in her driving. So I think it's a really good way to make it happen.
We also had Jason Smith raced with us at the last Tsoc series race, and he had a whole bunch. I mean, I'm talking like 3 trash bags full of used J Concept tires, and yeah, they're used, but he gave them all to me instead of throwing them away. So we'll get to put all those tires out for the novice. They'll get to pick whatever tires they want to run and keep. So we've got some other cool things going on like that. And then, of course, I had to add a ladies class to the event because why not?
I love that. I want to get you ladies racing each other, man. I know we shouldn't, like Joseph said, we shouldn't have our ladies class, but I want to see you guys all race each other. So I think we should. Period. One day.
Cool.
I really wanted to go. I really wanted to go to the Mugen Challenge, but it was the weekend after Wicked Weekend, and that was just a hard turnaround to go from Wicked Weekend to the Mugen Challenge. But I really wanted to go there. There were a ton of girls at the Mugen Challenge. I mean, there was even quite a bit of girls at the Southern Nats, even though I knew I couldn't go to that one. But like Rhonda was at the Mugen Challenge, and Katie Roxbury, a whole bunch of them. So it would have been cool to go to the Mugen Challenge.
Sweet.
But Tilt Yard actually recently had a race, and they had 2 heats of their ladies class, 2 full heats. And I was like, well, if they can do it, surely I can.
Yeah, I think that's really cool.
Yeah, that's cool. You know what, Katie? Before you leave, we're gonna do a quiz with you. And you may not use the product, but you can use it for a giveaway for this race. So that's like kind of like my gift.
Okay.
But the race is the first weekend of October, I believe, when I saw the date. Is that correct?
Yeah, not this weekend, but the next weekend.
Okay. Red Brush. We'll go to your Facebook page. Check them out. Race Like a Girl. That's her pod. Also, go check out her podcast. She's the only female podcast in RC. And check them out. Race Like a Girl. They got some nice, cool t-shirts. I need to get myself one next time I get to America. And it's a great concept, helping novice racers, and they need that little extra help to that might be the difference between them leaving RC and diving completely head first into it, even more. So good stuff.
Thank you.
Katie, the quiz, and you're gonna win something. You might be able to use it, you might not be able to use it. Let's see. Even if you don't get it, I'm gonna give you something. All right. Why is Techno called Techno? Why is Tekno RC? Because they are the sponsor of this podcast. Why is Tekno RC called Techno?
Oh, bless.
Take a wild guess.
I really don't. I'm gonna take a stab. I will, but I really don't know the answer to this. I'm guessing it has something to do with technology and trying to be very innovative in the hobby.
Almost, but no cigar. But you know what it was? Completely different than that. He was actually a techno DJ, you know what I mean? But I do want to seriously. I thought it was a joke too,
but not at all. Jeez.
No cigar, but he was a DJ.
Don't feel too bad. I don't know the answers to any of the questions.
You don't know any. You didn't know this? Yes.
I don't know any of them. I was going through them and I have no idea.
Daniel Lewis was and still is a DJ. He was into techno DJ music, big time. Makes his tracks, all that type of stuff. I should have got him to make a track for the for this for his entry, but yeah, and that's why it's called Techno RC.
Around the corner, you can change it up.
He's really into that, and I thought everybody knew that. Yeah, cool. But that's what he does.
I definitely did not know that, but that's a super fun fact. I'm glad
I do know it now.
But you know what? I'm going to give you that, even though you played a good sport. We're going to give you One of our sponsors from this podcast is Papa Willie's Traction Tonic. And you can go to his website, papawillies.net. Use the promo code NNRC in all caps and save 10% off your order. I'm going to give you a bottle of his Traction Tonic. I don't know which one you would use, or you can give it away for the giveaway.
Awesome.
There.
Thank you
to
much.
Papa Willie's. Check out Race Like a Girl on Facebook. Do you guys have an IG, Instagram?
We don't have an Instagram, just a Facebook page right now.
Okay.
It's hard for me to have a full-time job and keep up with it all, but I'm trying.
I know. It is definitely a full-time job. I know all about that social media stuff. So does Wally. It is a pain. It is a lot of work.
That's for sure.
All right. Well, check it out on Facebook. Check them out at their race next week if you can. If you're in the area, it's a great idea. And good luck to you guys. Let me know how it goes, please.
All right. Thanks so much. It's good talking to you guys. See you guys later.
All right. Bye-bye.
Good. See you later.
Bye.
Awesome. Katie.
All
right. We got to talk to Tiny. Hold on. Yes. I'd like to speak to Tiny, please.
Good evening, gentlemen.
What's up, Mr. Tiny? How you doing?
How you guys up to?
We're good, man. Just hanging out. I see you've been waiting for a long time, so I said, let me get you on here to talk. You went to Southern Nats. You had a very shitty e-buggy run, I believe.
Wow. So let's open it with the bad side.
No, because I was like, man, I was saying to myself, Tiny is not having a good Southern Nats. I felt bad for him because he's so excited to go to it, right? Because I was watching the build up.
Yeah, my qualifying really just, shitty was the putting it very lightly, but it was a good time, you know. I mean, but yeah, I just from blowing motors up to just not being able to get around driving. I mean, I did really Friday practicing and seating. I was dripping, but I just fell apart Saturday really bad, and you know. But hey, that's racing, you know. But Southern Nats. My question is, why weren't you there?
For me?
Yeah.
I don't think I'm coming to America to 2021 right now. I would love, trust me. I was sitting here and I was talking to Michael and JB. is like, man, we should do Southern Nats. They're like, well, if you come, I will do it. And I have a voucher for my ticket, but it's just right now I'm in the middle of things here. I don't really want to leave. I have to be here right now, and I don't know what's really going on. Like if I leave and then I test positive for COVID, then I have to go stay somewhere for 14 days. I don't just a little bit worried about that. So hopefully next year I'll be traveling. But you done well too. You podiumed. At this race.
Sunday wasn't too bad. Truggy, I moved up real quick through the field in my A main, and we came up to the pits, and we had a bad pit stop. Holly got a little confused on a few things down there, and we ended up croaking out on our pit the first time around. So we just pulled it off the track.
Mm-hmm.
So we got about halfway through the field. Buggy, I said bad A main start. I started way in the back. I started dead last, for a fact. But it took me the whole 28 minutes just to get up as far as up on the podium. But so I mean that was a good thing. But I really thought I was hoping for better. But hats off to Jake. I mean, I don't know if a lot of people know who Jake Spain is, but if they don't, they're going to. He just got into RC racing just about a year or so ago, 8-scale racing, and the kid is just out in California has been really just doing really, really well to the point where he's starting now to just put things together. And the kid was on fire all weekend. I mean, almost every class, I think he podiumed almost every class. So he really did good. The kid's a nice young man, and he let us know that he he was going to show up to the show this weekend, and he did.
Yeah, he won
really
Truggy
did.
and he won. He won
And
E-Buggy. He won E-Buggy and Nitro Buggy, and he had an issue in Truggy and Sportsman. So he done well. Jake D, they call him.
Yep.
Cody's boy, Cody Watson's mate. Yeah, good stuff, man.
Yeah, that's that. It was a fun time. It was the track was great. They put on a good show. The track held together really well. I really thought we were going to be looking at something like Silver State, with potholes as big as your car, but it really did. A couple corners start giving some character, but I love how they use the word character. But the track really did. I thought, I really thought we were going to have, potholes as big as manhole covers like we did at Silver State, but they did a good thing, and the track was. I mean, I got hit by an e-buggy, flying e-buggy.
That happened to you too. Oh man, I heard that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that hurt like hell. But
I would have cried.
But it really did. I mean, and I was really amazed that the ventilation in the place was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like like I said, Silver State. You walk around, there's a haze all day.
Right.
They did. Bob Morgan built a great track, and it was fun and. The show went really well, so I said that was a good time. It was definitely something I'm going to do again. That's the farthest I've traveled for an RC race so far. And you know me, I travel a lot, but I've never gone where I had to fly. I've always driven. So, but yeah, I was expecting hopefully you would come out, but well, this COVID thing, I guess, is kind of a nightmare.
Cool. Hey, before we go, I see you have bought yourself a fifth.
Yeah, I know why the name Techno is.
No. Okay.
Gotta throw me a harder one than that.
I saw that you got yourself a fifth scale.
Yep. I'm gonna dab into that in 2 weeks, I think.
Nobody just dabs into fifth scale. They go.
You dive.
Well, I kind of.
You dive and you go swimming.
Like, oh, you buy this ready. Yeah, you buy this ready to bind Loshi 5T. But once when you get it and you start talking to everybody, because I got a bunch of friends who do it and stuff, I'm like, you have to upgrade it. So now you're not just $1,500 into it. You're, $3,000, $3,500 into it. I've never really raced one. I've played with one a little bit, but I've never really raced one. And they're having a big race here in October 3rd called Monster Cross at Fear Farm. So I'm actually getting it ready to go. Bought all the upgrades, did all the trick stuff you do to them. But really, we've talked about this before. In Arizona, 8 scale is kind of it's kind of dead, and 5th scale. They have a good solid, I mean, it's not a huge turnout, but they have a good solid thing. So with the COVID thing, I can't go to California every weekend. Well, starting to get where you can now. They're starting to have a little more racing going on now. So I can start traveling again. But since I can't travel much, I was like, you know what, let's just buy a 5th scale and here's another techno thing I just found out. Matt Walter used to be a national champion, I guess, at that.
Really?
At this scale.
Really?
I didn't know that either. We were hanging out with the techno guys this weekend and stuff, and I'm sitting there talking with Matt, and he's like, hey, I heard you bought a 5th scale. And I was like, yeah. And I was like, I heard you used to race them. And he's like, oh, I used to be national and all that. And I was like, whoa, I didn't. But I knew the techno DJ thing. I knew that, but I didn't.
All right,
clue. Yeah.
I'm going to give you a question, and it's not going to be a techno question. You're going to look. All right, but it is a techno question.
That's not fair.
Let's see if you can guess. Let's see if you can figure this one out. All right.
Okay.
Which racer has the most Neo race wins? If you don't know this,
which racer has the?
I
don't know this.
It's techno related.
No, yeah, he probably does. Is it me? It has to be Bornhorst?
No.
I'm going with the hints. That's the reason I know this.
I'm going to give you one more hint. It's definitely techno related, right? And
Well, I mean,
he's Tekno's number one driver.
I mean,
I'm giving you the answer.
Well, it'd be
He's
Timo.
Tekno number one driver.
yeah, it'd be
I think the first two letters are the same.
Jared,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Tebow.
he's won it
Yeah,
like 6
right?
times.
Yep.
really?
I knew 1 out of
I
5.
had no clue.
Or 5. Everyone's like, Tebow. Hey, you know what? For being a good sport, Tiny, for being a good sport, you know what I'm gonna send you? Because graciously, Brent of Beach RC has donated some of his Assault RC lubricant, I believe, bearing lubricant. So we're gonna get a bottle of that sent out to you for taking part of this quiz and being a good sport. So I appreciate it. Brap, Nitro is the glory. Thank you for calling in, dude. And good luck with 5th scale. One does not just dabble. You will be head first in that rabbit hole, and your feet just sticking out by a little bit pretty soon there. So
Yeah,
good stuff,
probably.
man. All right. I'll talk.
You guys have a good evening.
All right. Thanks. Talk to you later, man.
Hi, buddy.
All right. We have a couple more calls to take her.
Dude, Lefty, I almost
Wally.
got destroyed by a 5th scale this weekend.
Yeah, I saw that. Whose 5th scale was that?
So it's my buddy Cody's, and he let me drive it. And then after I was like, "Oh, I'll get some video of you hitting that berm," because it looked so cool. And then he got a little too high in the berm.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to the NNRC Hotline. Who am I talking with?
It's Toby Hampson.
It's Toby. What's
Let's
going
go.
on, Toby?
I'm calling you from my work Zoom line. That's why you didn't recognize the number.
I'm like, who's in Philadelphia? I did not know that. Toby, LCRC race for cancer race this weekend. You went and set up and did your lives. I unfortunately did not get to see much of it because I was so caught up on Southern Nats. I do apologize, but I do appreciate that you did that. How was that?
Yeah, it was a good race. Well attended. 391 entries.
Wow.
94 unique races.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's good.
so that's only like 30 shy of Southern Nats, I guess.
Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. That's a big race. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it was huge. Big, fresh new layout.
Okay. Now I'm definitely gonna go have a look.
Yeah, it was really good. I sent you a picture actually. 3 rounds of qualifying on Saturday and mains on Sunday with a Friday all-day practice. Which was pretty sweet. Really crazy weather. Oh yeah, we rolled in Thursday and it was like in the low 80s, and then by Friday night it was in the 30s.
I did see that in your temperature. Yeah.
Nice
a lot
and
of
warm
people
there.
were unprepared. People were in their t-shirts.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
I would have been
spring.
freezing
Yeah,
my nuts off. My big ass.
That was like my trip to Washington last time I went up there.
All right, but
that was pretty
that you sent it to you. Let me see if I can pull it up. And I can bring it up here. And you filmed this, so you was busy once again, racing and filming and doing the lives. So thank you again.
The live feed went well this time. Yeah, it didn't crap out during the buggy main or any mains actually, which was a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually able to set up a system to do a few on-track interviews. So that's something I'm going to evolve a little bit more for future races. I know you like that kind of thing.
I know that. So what are you going to evolve and what are you going to streamline for your ongoing races with that? And
so during on Saturday I really kind of tested it out, but I had a couple of wireless microphones set up, just and an audio mixed into with the track background sounds, and that way basically just because of where I had the camera positioned, which is basically the ramp coming off the driver's stand, I can just grab people and swing the camera around and give them a microphone. So I was able to test that out with like 5 or 6 different people, and it worked pretty good. So
That's pretty cool.
I'm gonna try and do something else for future races. I'd like to have like another camera where I could, kind of mix in a couple of different screens, walk off and find people in the pits, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
pretty cool to see.
There you
It's
go.
a little bit different than what we have now, so that's pretty cool.
That's awesome. So, Toby, with the entry money and the monies raised for cancer, how did that work out for this race? Just curious about that.
Yeah, so there's a gentleman whose name I should really remember because I've talked to him quite a few times. Scott. Scott. No, it's not that. Trying to look up his name real quick. Anyway, I can't find him. But he runs the East Coast Race Against Cancer every year, and what he basically does is solicits all of the manufacturers, pretty much anyone involved in RC for donations, which a ton of companies stepped up this year. And then basically what happens is he has a huge raffle set up, trackside. Stuff ranging from bags of body kits up to full kits. So Techno, Mugen, they donate. There's just this massive raffle going on, kind of independent of the actual track program that's run by LCRC, and then throughout the weekend, you win, a ton of prizes. So it turns out this year they actually raised $21,000, which is
That's awesome.
Double. Yeah. 2018 was like 10,000. I'm not sure. I wasn't at last year's race, but 21 grand is pretty impressive. So I think
that's so great.
Raised almost 200,000 for cancer. Yeah.
That's so awesome, man. That's awesome to her, man.
Yep.
Speaking of giveaway, I'm sorry, I just want to bandwagon your post, but speaking of giveaways, check out my latest. I gotta bring it up, but it's helping up a Pacific Northwest racer that lost everything in the fire. They started up a PayPal payment form and stuff. So, but that's a really good, man. A great turnout, 300 and something entries, 90 entries, 91 entries.
That's solid.
A new layout. 21
track looks fun too.
Yeah, we got the track up here on the screen. That's awesome, man. I really think that what they're doing at LCRC is really awesome. And if the Nationals are going to be there next year, it's going to be. I hope I get to go to this race and see it live.
Absolutely, yeah, should be good. They have one more race coming up in October. That's their Halloween race. Just a one-day race, October 17th. Practice day on the Friday before. So if anyone wants to hit it up before the end of the year.
Sweet.
Final race.
Check them out. Yep. Check them out. Toby, you know what? Being as you support us as well, I'm going to give you, this is my last quiz question, right? For this week's quiz. And you should get this right, Toby. You should get this right.
Ones are pretty easy.
All right. So, what Euro driver almost beat Mayfield at the Southern Nets? I believe it was back in 2015.
In 15?
Or it was 2015 or 2016. It's only been really one European driver to go to this race.
Think I know this one, but I could be way off.
Oh, come on, Toby.
Jeez. Boots?
No! What's so close?
I don't know.
So close. Man, I'm going to have to make these easy. All right, Wally, who do you think it was?
Was it Ronafalk?
No, wrong.
Nope. That would be my guess because I know that Victor Guerrero was
Edward Garza, correct. Bloomfield. I should send this to Edward,
nope.
not to you, but I'm going to send it to you, Toby. Darren Bloomfield. Darren Bloomfield.
Ah.
Yeah. Panagama.
Right.
I thought for sure it would be Ronafalk.
Yeah, them guys know because they were at that race because that's the South guys. But you know what, Toby? Forbidding that, I want to get some clean freak up in that area. So I'm gonna get some sent to you from Zach Thompson of Clean Works, a bottle of some Clean Freak degreaser to help clean your nitro cars after your messy racing. So hit me up and I'll get that sent out to you. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your work that you do at these races. It's greatly appreciated, man.
You got it, man. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Yep.
Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
Yeah,
See you later.
See you. Bye.
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 All right. Real quick, we have 2 more calls, and then that's it for tonight. We have Ricardo.
Daniel Ricardo.
We have Daniel Ricardo real quick.
Love talking to this guy.
Eric, Daniel Ricardo. What's up? How you doing, buddy? We don't have much time.
I'm good. How you doing?
How are you doing? Are you all right in the fires up there
I'm
in the Pacific
good. How are you?
Northwest? We're okay.
Pretty good. How are the fires, buddy?
They're okay. Hey, real quick, man. Do you have a it's kind of real. I saw on your Facebook that do you have a girlfriend or no?
Who are you talking to? Me or Wally?
Wally.
Does Wally have a girlfriend?
What?
Wally.
We don't get the question. What's the question again?
Oh, do you have are you crap. What I'm trying to tell you, man, is are you married?
No.
Hey, me?
No. Nope.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm married.
Lefty's married. I'm single.
Oh, no.
I'm not.
Yes.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yep.
Daniel
How you doing,
Ricardo,
Wally? You good?
you have a quick question for Wally because
Yeah.
we have one more person on the phone and we gotta get to them. And I know you waited a long time, and I appreciate that, man. I'm gonna
No,
see if,
babe.
I'm gonna see if I can get you a gift sent out to you.
Gotta hook him up. Short course stuff.
Cool.
Actually, get him a nitro buggy.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you have a nitro buggy?
No, I have a Tekno SCT.
Okay.
Short course.
I'm gonna see if I can get you something for your Techno. All right. Hit me up. Send me your
Cool.
address. But we're gonna let you go because
Alright,
we've got
cool.
one more call to go. Thank you for calling up. Daniel Ricardo. Daniel
Keep
Ricardo.
Keep doing those F1 races, buddy.
We got Formula One this weekend. All right.
Yep.
Talk to you later, Eric.
Yeah. All right, amen. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, buddy.
Eric calls every podcast.
Every time.
Lefty, can I win a Wally hat? I don't know. Wally doesn't have
We
a
could do
hat.
that. I think we could do that.
Wally wants to give up a hat. Oh no, we do that. No, we're doing that next podcast.
We'll do the next one. We'll have some
We'll try and do something next.
some
year.
different things.
I need to get me a Wally hat. All right, so now we have
You're
Drew.
saying that.
But we're gonna have to Drew.
As the
Drew
world
waited
turns.
53 minutes for you to come on this
Nitro Talk. Thank you for calling in.
What's up, Drew?
What you got? Are we commingling podcasts here?
Hey,
I mean,
hey.
mine hasn't happened in a couple months.
Hey, before we go on any further, all right, we do have some stipulations with you, I think, from orders from up top. Orders from up top come down about you. They said, all right,
That Drew guy.
you know that guy, Drew Singer? He's funny, right? But we have to limit his amount of fucks, so he can only use the word fuck 5 times. All right,
cool.
We cannot
After that, it's 50 cents. So fuck.
We cannot say anal beads anymore. It will now be called
pleasure beads.
No, just I don't know. Like we have to give it like mango. We're gonna call it
Anal
mango.
floss?
I don't know.
No,
We
we'll
just
call
can't,
it adult
be-
beads.
Hey,
Adult
but
beads.
you know what the funniest thing is? You know what the funniest thing is that one of my listeners, he's gonna rename anonymous, hit me up and says, I know a guy who lost half his foot in a lawnmower accident too. I shit you not.
I just had one. I mean, dude, it's a pandemic.
I have that is the second time I've heard of that in my entire life.
Losing fees, and they all become strippers.
I don't understand it. Incredible.
Hey, so hold on. I got to do something first before I forget. All right, so Katie Carmody is always coming to our events and always like showing huge support and always comes down to feel heard. I love her. I love her movement. Her whole aura is great. And so what I want to do is it's going to be kind of, I guess it's a 3-part. I had it in my idea. In my head. Let me see if I can get it out. So for her, if she's listening after this, I want her to message me, and she has to listen to the podcast. Get this, but message me. Find her number one deserving novice. I'm going to donate a Nitro Pro Servo to that novice.
Awesome.
And then as well for Wally, I've seen that you've been posting up all kinds of stuff where you've been helping people out at the track. You just let me know who you want me to send a servo to, and I'm going to send. Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to send a couple to you because I want you to run one and tell me what you think. And I also want to donate one to somebody who's local at your track that you think may needs help, doesn't have the funds, and could really use a good servo.
Okay, sounds good.
Awesome.
You're rad. I think that'd be really rad because we're going to go over to the Martins Cup over at CTRC, and I think that'll be a really cool thing to do.
Yeah, absolutely. So just after this, just text me your address or message me your address, and I'll send you a couple out.
And let Katie know so she can do it as well. And that's awesome.
Yeah,
I like what they're doing as well. Quick shout out. I saw him hop in her, my buddy Chase Elric, the dude, man. I saw he got on the podium this weekend, and my buddy Nitro, RC Crazy, Sean Rusin, man. Woo, that dude doesn't go a weekend without doing anything RC. He was on the podium too. So good stuff. What's up, Kenneth Pope? How you doing? And thank you, Drew. So Drew, I couldn't believe that someone messaged me and said that to me. That was so cool. It's not cool that they got their foot chopped off, but I mean, it's cool that
it is. So actually, it's a statistical. It is a statistical thing. Like, oh my gosh, there is like an actual number of lawnmower accidents that result in amputated limbs.
Okay.
So like,
I can totally see it.
It's not huge. But like, it's like, you got shark attacks. So there's like, 10 shark attacks all over the world. But there is more. You are more likely to get your foot cut off by a lawnmower than you are to get like attacked by a shark. But it's, it's in that realm of like crazy oddities.
I would definitely fucking say so. Definitely. Hey, Drew, did you, I know you've been busy. Did you go to Sumter this weekend?
So I was going to go to Sumter this weekend, and again, I had to take a couple I had a pre kind of obligated myself, or I was obligated to host an event, and it didn't get over till like 4 a.m. So I did not make it to Sumter.
Okay, got you.
Unfortunately, but I am, and also, and the other thing is the RC Bang bus caught on fire. So the insurance company has totaled it, and I didn't want anything happening out like when I was on the road to like screw that up because
hold on, rewind. The Vote for Lefty van is no more.
No, it is in my driveway, but this will be interesting. I bought a Matco truck. You know the tool trucks?
Uh-huh.
So I bought a tool truck. So it's already got all the racks in it, so I can put all my dumb shit in there and sell my stuff. But so I'm flying up to New York this weekend and going to pick it up and driving it down to Savannah.
Oh my gosh. Are you going alone?
So this one, hopefully the exhaust isn't fucked up. And it doesn't catch the damn thing on fire.
Oh Lord. And that thing's probably gonna get like fucking 8 miles to the gallon.
No, it's a diesel.
Okay,
so
12 miles to the gallon.
No, it's a little bit bigger than the one I've got now. I would suspect it gets about 12 miles fully loaded. My truck, the box truck I've got, if I don't, the scary thing about this truck is it drives so good that I'll look down and I'll be doing 90. Probably the reason it caught on fire, but I mean, it Cadillacs, so you don't even know how fast you're going, and I look down and you're doing 90. So like if you keep it within the speed limit, the thing gets probably 14 miles to the gallon, and it's gas, and I had it loaded down. So this one should do better, and it's built for it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
So I'm getting the Matco. I'm going the Matco tool truck route. So I'll be able to have all my odds and ends, my new and used parts, anything anybody needs. We'll be able to travel around and go to my events and be a little bit more comfortable.
Awesome.
I built this one out myself. I kind of touched it because I had my trailer sold. So I just threw some stuff together. Patrick Grosser was a huge help. He came over after work every day for a couple weeks and helped me kind of build out the interior. And yeah, it's not as nice. You know, these prefab Snap-on trucks with their interiors, they're just they're really nice.
All right.
So that's the route I'm going to.
Sweet. Hey, Drew.
Yeah.
You know what? Being as you're her, and you're always our last caller, and Wallie's her, I forgot I have to do something real quick. We had I had a competition on the Southern Nats race this week, and we had some products donated from some small companies. We had Clean Freak donated from Zach Thompson of Clean Works. We had some. So yes, some traction compound donated by Papa Willie's Traction Compound, which is also a sponsor of the podcast, and Brent Dansford of Beach RC.
Hold on one sec. Hold on one sec. Fuck.
I know. I just I need to announce these winners, dude. Hold on for a second. I need to announce these winners. And then Assault RC, Brent Dansford donated some Assault RC lube or swag to this. So what I had is a top 3 competition for the Southern Nats of Nitro Buggy, right? So the person had to guess the top 3 or at least get close. So we had a few people come in. I did this for my Patreon, and I did this for the main Facebook group. And he's been in the group he's been in the chat all day, all night. Benjamin James, Dump Button. I think he's from the Southeast, new listener. He was the only one to really get it. He got the top 3. He got Ryan Mayfield, but he went Ryan Mayfield, Dakota Fenn, and Jared Tebow. So he got Dakota Fenn and Jared Tebow wrong, but that was a good damn guess. He got the top 3. So congratulations to.
What do you mean? Listen, give him the shit, but that's not a good guess.
It is a great guess.
Awesome.
That's an awesome guess.
Dakota Fenn going to be there? Yeah, he's going to be in the top 3.
But he almost got it exactly right, like Ryan Mayfield, Fenn, Tebow. He almost got it.
No,
but
really?
Yes.
So if you guess those 3 combinations 3 different ways, you'll fucking win one of them.
No, I would have put you in a spin the wheel, but nobody else guessed that. So that was a good thing. But you know what, Benjamin? Thank you for participating and hit me up. You will win a bottle of Clean Freak from Zach Thompson, and you will also win some Papa Willie's Traction Compound. So hit me up. and we'll get this out to you. And coming in second, and I gave this to him because he listens to the podcast a lot, and he guessed the winner. He guessed the winner, which anybody could have guessed because it was Ryan Mayfield, but it was a good pick, even though I didn't pick him to win. Richard Moore, congratulations. Hit me up, dude, and I will get you out an Assault RC lube. Some lube for you, some Baron lubes, not the type of lube that Drew likes.
Was Ungaro there?
No, Ungaro was not there.
Start naming up guys because
and to the patrons, thank you guys. I appreciate you guys' support. Both Wisconsin, Minnesota. Sorry, call them Minnesota dudes, Jason Chenard and Jeremy Oldman. You guys both guessed Ryan Mayfield, Seth Van Dalen, Jared T. Well, I know I didn't put Seth in my top 3. I know why you guys put him because he's from Minnesota, but you guys are the guys who came the closest in the patron, and you guys will win some Papa Willis Traction compound and probably some Clean Freak from Zach. So thank you to all these awesome companies that gave us some products. I greatly appreciate it. Maybe we'll get Nitro Pro to give some products here for one of these giveaways one week.
Maybe. What about me?
Yes. Oh, like, okay. You want to win something? All right. You know what? I'm going to give away one more thing because I should have given this to Eric. I should have gave this to Eric.
I don't even know how to soft my tires. So don't give me any of that.
All right. If you can't answer this question, you don't win it, though. If you don't answer this question right, you don't win it.
Is it a JQ kit? Because I'll figure it out.
give me 5 minutes. I gotta look it up.
You know what? This is easy. This is easy, but you ain't gonna get it. And it's because it's a techno question, so I'm gonna ask it. What?
If you're following along.
What?
It was mentioned already.
Yes. Was you following along? Yes, you was. You was listening. No, I can't ask you that one. No.
Ask it. Let's just see it. Let's just see if he's got it.
You have to ask it. You have to ask it now.
Let's ask it. Let's just do it.
All right. Why is Tekno RC called Tekno RC?
No, not that one. Second one.
Oh, okay. Never mind. What did the owner of Tekno do before starting Tekno?
I was the first person to answer it in the comments.
All right, so we're not answering that. All right, so you don't get that.
Yeah.
What did the owner of Tekno do before starting Tekno RC?
Oh.
I guarantee you can't guess it. I guarantee you won't guess.
Before starting company in general, or what did Tekno do before they started?
No. What did the owner of Tekno RC do as a profession?
You know what? Man, you know what? I'm not even going to try. I
take a guess.
It was mentioned earlier.
No, but it's not even that, Wally.
It's not.
No,
I don't know anything, man.
He did some he did something that has nothing to do with like RC or engineering. It was like some off-brand shit.
Nope.
I can't. I don't know.
Nope. He worked and made video games.
Really?
That's right. Yeah. Exactly. I knew it was something. It was something that had nothing to do with engineering. Because
DJing also has nothing to do with engineering.
He was also a DJ. Yeah, but he also made I don't know which games he worked on, but he worked in the video game industry. And
I think he worked for like on like Grand Theft Auto, like some of the original like OG good games. Like he wasn't. Yeah, if I remember correctly, and I don't remember correctly, but I think it was like some big name games. Like it wasn't some bullshit game. Like he worked for like a serious game company, and he's actually pretty. I've heard some of his music. It's not bad.
Yeah, I should get him. I'm gonna get him on the podcast. He was. I listened. The one interview that was Mark Santamaria's podcast.
Try to get him on mine.
On the turn,
you'll probably get him. I'm nobody. So,
well, Drew,
float your fucking overhead for like probably 2 of your locations. But don't worry about it.
All right, good buddy. Well, we're gonna wrap this up. We're again. It's been a good 2 hours.
Wrap it up. It's 10:30.
It's late, dude. I gotta get up early. I gotta get up early and record tomorrow.
I gotta go race RC cars right now.
Wallie's going to Wednesday Night Worlds at OCR.
I got Wednesday Night Worlds. I go beat up Richard Saxton
and Smoker.
And Smoker.
Drew, yeah, I can't wait till you meet Smoker. You and him are gonna have awesome stories. All right, Drew. Thanks for calling in, man. Thank you for the kind gestures with Nitro Pro. I look forward to seeing you too.
It's gonna be awesome.
And
it'd be awesome. You're going to see plenty of it when you get, when your balls drop and you figure out, when you're in to Savannah.
All right, my dude. Thanks for calling. I'll talk later on.
Quarantine. All right, fuck it. We'll talk later.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, buddy. See you later. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Bye.
Bye.
All righty. And I think that's it, man. That 2 hours went by pretty fast, or maybe I was just having too much fun.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
Yeah, I did enjoy that.
What is the dump button, Benjamin? I don't know what the dump button
I don't know.
is.
I think he wants me to dump the person who's talking. I don't know. Benjamin, what is the dump
I
button?
thought it was when I was chugging the beer at the one point.
Oh, I don't. Yeah,
dump button.
But he won. He gets a prize. Yeah. So that's cool. Thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight. Excuse 1 minute, I need some water. It's parched. Excuse me. Went down the wrong hole.
Ooh, brutal.
Thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight. I greatly appreciate it. It was a great show. Thank you, Wally, for your time. I greatly appreciate it as well. Remember, guys, go to www.walliebuilds.com. Check him out. Send him some work. If you're in the California area, you want some. We're gonna start a new category for Wally, like private testing and RC coach. You can call him.
It's something that I'm gonna work on too. So there might be something I offer in the future.
Okay, good stuff. Check him out. I appreciate your time, Wally. It was fun. Thank you to everybody that waited online. Shout out to all the NNRC squad around the world. Thank you for your support. I greatly appreciate that. And thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to our patrons on Patreon. Can't do it without you guys. Help keep these bills paid. Excuse me. Shout out, obviously, to the awesome companies that help keep things going here at the No Name RC podcast. Shout out to Tekno RC for sponsoring and bringing this hotline to you. So shout out to them. Thank you, Techno RC. Congratulations to Jared Tebow for second place this weekend. Good job. RCMX Online, Beach RC. Thank you, Brent, for all your support. Check them out to get your JQ swag. Use our JQ swag. Oh, I'm so used to saying that. NNRC swag. Check him out. Use our affiliate link if you can. It helps us out. JQ Racing. Obviously, I work for JQ Racing. Shout out to all my JQ Racing family. Thank you for all your support. Good showing here in the last few weeks. Papa Willie's Traction Tonic. Thank you for the donations this week, Papa. Papa Willie's, check him out. And I'm going to get you in contact with him as well. Wally wants to talk to you. Rob's Oil for all your AMSOIL needs. Thank you. Appreciate you as well, Rob. Manscaped.com. Remember, go buy your lawnmower. Let me know when you buy one. Use promo code No Name, all in caps. Save 20% off your order. Big shout out to Connor Ayers of Duluth Cranes for your support, man. I greatly appreciate it. Hope to link up with you and do some RC with you one day. Shout out to JQ Threads, not just a clothing company, providing opportunities. And like I said, Wally Builds. Thank you to everybody. I have to say, I know I'll have a lot of thank yous, but I have one more special. What's up, Spencer Klein? Congratulations. 1 second. Congratulations, Spencer Klein, on your win in intermediate buggy at Southern Nats. Great job, dude.
Nice
Great
job, buddy.
job. He won PNB.
Solid.
He won this.
Got it.
and he is awesome. He's a kid to watch. He's gonna be fast. I talked to his dad a lot. Congratulations.
Sounds
Thanks
good.
for tuning in. What's up, Curtis? I want to shout out. Someone sent me something the other day. Someone asked me for my address, and I didn't really pay attention, and I got it. And it's a little tool holder that he got No Name RC Podcast 3D printed from Team Tactical. I want to shout out to that gentleman who got that done. I greatly appreciate it. It says good stuff. I know I say good stuff too much. That was a surprise gift, a very surprise gift, and I was surprised about that. So thank you to who done that. And also another good friend of mine, he had the same type of mixer that I have here. And, you know, we was doing a podcast together and he had this travel case, like a big Pelican case.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that's specially made for this mixer and holds all my mics and all that stuff. It's like, Keenan, I'm not going to do nothing with it. Figure out how to get it to the DR. My sister-in-law, she went over and picked it up from him because it was close to her, and she sent it to me, and I got it. It's like a $350 case. I got it her. It's perfect for when I travel. So thank you. I appreciate. He knows who was my buddy Ed. I appreciate that. Anybody that helps me out like that, I greatly appreciate it. And thank you to everybody. I can't stress that more. For people that help me out, it makes it. Yeah, I appreciate it. So thank you.
Awesome.
All right, everybody. Lefty is gonna get out of here because we've been talking all day. Remember, Nitro's the glory. E-Buggy pays the bills. If you ain't grinding, you're sliding. And hard work beats talent when talent don't work hard. Check out Wallie Builds, Doom, personal coach. And we will see you maybe next week, or we'll definitely have a podcast for you next week. But I don't know, maybe a live in 2 weeks' time. Lefty out. And that is